Oh, hello. I didn't see it come in. So, we are at the point where things have doubled. If you will recall, this was once a tiny, let me bring this over here, small little loaf of bread. Now, it is large and glorious. So, here, back up. Whoopee cushions. Okay, so now we are going to turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface. Just gonna use this again. Let's get a little flour. Okay, let's do that. These are our loaf pans. Very important. They are not yet greased, so I will be greasing them soon. Okay. Just clean off the surface a little bit. Okay, a little more flour. Gianni's watching me. Okay, lightly floured. We do not want to add more flour to this dough. Okay, so here we go. So we turn the dough out and gently press all over to remove the air pockets. Oh, it's so cute.
Look at how it's so cute.
Oh, we're cutting this in half. So let's get a knife here.
Look at Johnny's here to help.
Jenny's here to help.
I'm here to help Uncle Phil.
Uncle Bill.
I'm here to help Uncle Bill.
Okay, so should have floured this first. Whatever.
Too big.
Okay.
Why is it too big?
So I'm
What?
cutting this in
Why
half.
is it too big?
Pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna take this heart,
Do you think it's
set it
that
aside.
Yeah. That's
Put
the
that away.
picture. See, it's got
Now we're
it
going
over
to
here.
lightly, let me see, I'm gonna put this back a little bit.
This right here.
Yeah. And then, are you gonna make her?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay,
Where's
so
the piece that's little
lightly.
bird?
Well,
Lightly
up in
press.
Here somewhere.
Flip it over. Now, honestly, I like to get a ruler because I like to be pretty exact. So, let me grab a ruler.
I'm here to help Uncle Bill.
Okay, don't touch the dough though. Okay, we're looking for 9 by 12. So, 9 by 12. Let's see. Okay, it's already at 12.
Just
Definitely
I love
ain't at
this.
9.
I love this game.
Yep. So we don't want to like fold it back in on itself and like all that stuff because it's just gonna make it tough, you know? It's not gonna be light and airy, fluffy bread. So just try to your best ability to get it out. I only flipped it over once. That might have also, okay, so at about 9 inches. So we will gently roll it into a very tight cylinder. So you're just gonna roll real tight. Keep it real tight, so you gotta real tight. There we go. Make sure you get the whole thing. Now, when you get to the end, so put it seam side down, you wanna take this and tuck that side down. Tuck the ends in. You do not want you don't want to see that spiral on the outside. You want it to be real smooth over. So I will have to grease this pan. I'm gonna grease that pan. I'm gonna do the same thing to this one and I'll show you what it looks like. Second one, tuck it in, we don't want that. I'm gonna just pull it and tuck those ends in. This side's a little worse. Okay, so seam side down. Just gonna pick it up, clap it into my loaf. You will have 2 loaf pans. They look like this. It says it only needs to rest or to rise again for about 30 to 45 minutes. So your oven can be preheating. The water in there helps the steam, or it makes it steamy in there, so it'll give it like a nice crust on the outside and also really moist on the inside. So preheat the oven put the pan with the water in it. Let these rise, obviously outside of the oven. Don't put them back in the oven to rise. Put them more just like in a corner somewhere. Cover them up. So I'm gonna cover them up. Bam. There you go. I'll see you in like 30 to 45 minutes. So, you know, filling up the hot water for the bottom of the oven, and, you know, stuff happens. So, let's check our dough out. It has risen. It is bigger than before. Okay. So, hopefully, it'll get bigger in the oven. This one definitely needs to get a little bigger. So it's been about 40 minutes. That timer's about to go off. It's been about 40 minutes. I have in the oven my pan of hot water, and I will be placing, well, okay, first of all, let's make sure that we know what to do right now by reading our directions. I was forgetting a step. Butter, melt it. We're gonna we gotta brush a little melted butter over the tops of these real carefully, because you do not want to push them down to deflate them, but you do have to do that before you put it in the oven. So I'm assuming that you have one of these, since you are very good at marinating. Just a little brush of the loaves. We'll be brushing on lightly, very, because you do not want to ruin all the progress we just made in those last 40 minutes by punching them down, basically. So, does not need to be a heavy coat of butter, too, because if it's too heavy, then it will result in a very dark, almost burnt crust before the rest of the bread is ready. Once again, stuff that I've learned the hard way. First time I made this, I think I said, yeah, man, the more butter, the better. Mistake. A very big mistake. You don't know what it's like shooting a video where at any given time 3 to 4 people are listening to you and they think you're crazy or sound really stupid. So I'm trying to keep it together here. Okay, so in this little sheet pan is some water. We're going to put our loaves in there. We are going to wait, I think it's at about 30 minutes or until the dough reads about 175. So, goodbye, my babies. We shall meet soon. I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Until then, I will sign off for right now. And then, yeah, basically right now your bread's done. Cam. Just a quick coffee break. I'm just exhausted. Just kidding, it's green stuff. The final seconds. The final countdown. Hells to the yeah. The final video. Here are your loaves. This one obviously just a touch bigger than that one. But this is what your bread should look like. I hope it smells awesome. It is hard, right? It's pretty hard, but it's supposed to be. Inside, it will not be hard. It'll be super fluffy. Bread should look like.
Best thing.